since Syracuse University. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's McFadden. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. And that
into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Touchdown, Orange! Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself a accomplished. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Stanford, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback. Handoff from the gun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Collins. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is...
Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On the ground, it's Willis. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back open in the middle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the ground with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the foot.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. In the red area, it's Willis. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
There he goes! And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Kane. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
To throw, it's Collins. Makes the catch. It's Cook. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's McFadden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quick handoff. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Stanford, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that.
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mack. Got it in the middle, it's Davis.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Gonna look downfield again. The sure hands, it's McClain. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The Cardinal come to the line, facing 3rd and short. Defense gonna jam these receivers right off the line. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Give to the back. Finds a little space. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Syracuse right back at it. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Offense facing 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Got a man, it's Cook. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Willis. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Cuse! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Grab near the marker is Cook. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard in 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown Orange! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this is a part of the game where it is so nice to have a big physical running back who can break tackles, right? You got the lead. It's late in the game. Defense is tired, and he's able to just bounce off of tacklers, keep going forward, picking up first downs and moving the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out. It's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's the handoff. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Brings up 4th and goal.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row.